Hey, Victor, let's go on to the last topic, man.
Okay, one more topic. Kind of talk about so. Why is it so? Is it first of all? Is it hard to hire new police, and why is it so hard to? If it is, why is it so hard to hire new police officers?
Um. Well, so as you know, everywhere in far as law enforcement was short. All agencies. Me personally, I believe it is hard to hire, and I kind of blame it on social media. If you look at the news don't ever say anything good. Good we do or good things we do. They always promote the bad things. Officers shoot, et cetera, et cetera. Or they might show a short clip. The officer just shot somebody, but they didn't show what happened 30 seconds prior or 30 minutes prior to what led to it.
Right.
The shooting could have been justified, but the media don't know that. So, you have a lot of kids. I remember when I was about to join law enforcement, my mother didn't want me to do it because she thought it was so dangerous, and she felt like I was too nice to do it, But and you got the young generation probably going through the same thing. The family don't want them to do it because of what they see on TV. But I do think it's right now it's kind of hard to recruit, but hopefully one day we get past that.
My experience these days is that if you guys are old enough to remember when cops first came out, when cops first came out, recruiting was off the chain. You might have 10 job openings and 2,000 people apply for it, because cops glorified what we do, and today, like Brother JB said, the media is portraying law enforcement as thugs. They don't want you to be part of it. Hey, you a sellout. You Uncle Tom. We already talked about Uncle Tom. How I feel about it. 'Cause I am Uncle Tom. We talked about that before. But they feel that black folks are sellouts for doing it. And then you have a heavy drug usage. People starting to really they smoke marijuana. Out the yin yang now. Before you couldn't have smoked marijuana ever to get on. Like if you ever said you smoke marijuana, did anything, that automatically would disqualify you from being on the police department. Now they'll say, well, when is the last time you did it? Oh, 2 weeks ago, you good. You know what I'm saying? But before you couldn't do none of that. And now all these kids are experimenting with all these drugs. So they're not even eligible to do it. Then they're getting tattoos all over the place. Most departments back in the day, you could have no tattoos visible. Now most of them are letting you have sleeves and things like that, but nothing on your face. Well, now these kids are at 15 and 16 years old getting tattoos on their face, their neck, their ear, their hands, and you can't hide it. Yeah. So that also, hurts applicants that want to be the police, but you can't. Now you go to a place like DC and actually the city of Atlanta, them cats are like thugs. I can't say, but that also hurts recruitment.
Right.
What about you, that's a great topic, man. That's a great topic. Number one, the body cam has changed the game because you got the Sunday morning quarterback. No matter what, they gonna have something to say. Then you have cops now that you're gonna get tried. You may it can be a clean shoot. I mean, justified shoot. You still may have possibility that you may go to jail and lose your entire career. And being plastered all over the news media is something. The embarrassment now that you have to face in that process. And brother Light already mentioned, the sellout and peer pressure. And then one thing that I know for sure is that you have no administration support in a lot of issues, that they'll sell you off because the politics here in Cincinnati is off the chain. You never had city. You didn't even used to know what a city manager's name was when I first came on. You just had zero contact with them. They took care of business behind the scenes. They negotiated contracts, but you just didn't know who they were. They could walk past you and you wouldn't know. Now, the city manager, the mayors, they showing up at roll calls and constantly in the business, changing policies. Council members all in the mix, and it's just bad. And people want to police, do their job, go home. But now you have so many different avenues that's deterring people to say, I want to do this job, let alone the big thing is lose your life. And so at the end of the day, man, it's hard to convince people that this is just a great job. And I had a great career, nice retirement. If you can get through, say 30 years of service, man, so many doors open up for you. I mean, they really do. I mean, you get a lot of people that love to see that type of training that you get. And I just wish that police officers were not portrayed the way they are. And plus, man, I'm gonna finish off with this. Police officers still got one of the highest suicide rates. So not only are you just submitting yourself to all this other scrutiny, I need to do some research and see where has it what's the percentage now, since we done got high profile cases and constant social media views on that situation. So yeah, it's unfortunate, man, that we're portrayed in a negative light. And so and you got to remember, defund the police. You got these national, net platforms, man, to where why would I want to come out and be part of that?
Right. Next.
Well, I can't speak for you guys, but and Burgess, on the patrol side, I think it's the opposite. I think we get a good bit of people coming in, but once they come in, they graduate the academy, and they get on the road for a couple months and they quit because it's not what they thought it would be. I had a trooper one time that I know. I ain't gonna say his name, but he told me he probably worked for us 3 months after he did the academy. I said, man, why you quit? He said, it's not what I thought it'd be. It's not like what I saw in the movies. You know what I mean? He thought it was gonna be the bang bang, shoot 'em up.
Wow.
Chasing cars.
Yeah, you probably won't do anyway.
Chasing people. He thought it was really gonna be that. Some people can't. And Burgess, Highway Patrol, we do a bunch of paperwork, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right, Burgess? We do a bunch of paperwork in Highway Patrol. A lot of guys
do
that paperwork, man. And now you, especially from like another agency, a police department, a sheriff department, they can't handle that paperwork. So we get them coming in, but we just can't keep them.
And you got
not to mention the money. There's really no money in it.
Yeah. What you were saying, Victor?
No, Jim, what we saying? Jim, what we gonna say something?
Well, back to Miller. See, a lot of young guys usually quit. They say they expected more, right? You gotta think about it. Like most of the young guys we're hiring, this is their first job. They had nothing to compare it to.
Right.
I got a production background. I'm used to working physical hard labor. I left the production background, became a law enforcement. I'm like, man, it's easy right here. Because I'm used to working hard. See, they don't have nothing to compare it to at all. Now, the paperwork falls in, we deal with a lot of complex cases, fatals, et cetera, et cetera. These stuff got to go to court. I can't go in court with one paragraph. They're going to be not guilty because of me.
Got to be detailed, man.
If they're quitting because of that, maybe they shouldn't be here,
Right.
It is what it is.
I'm like, paperwork?
Yeah, because if it's my family member,
bro, I'm telling you, we even have people come in and then they'll leave within months after they get cut loose by themselves, and it's just too much. I didn't expect us working this many wrecks, all this paperwork, and like I told you, last guy told me he said it was too slow paced for him. He thought it was going to be a lot of car chasing and all that stuff.
Well, they're watching the wrong movies.
They watching Bad Boys too much. They got Mark Lawrence and Will Smith. They got them jacked up, man.
Tell them to watch Training Day.
Hey, I tell them to watch In the Heat of the Night, man.
Oh boy, Virgin.
Hey, any of y'all guys got any last thoughts, man, before we end it tonight?
One last thought from me. It's a little tip for our younger viewers. Don't get a tattoo that you cannot cover up with a shirt. It'll hurt you. Getting tattoos on your neck and face and all that hurts you almost every career. Oh, yeah, so unless you can ball like LeBron James or act or sing and make money doing that, just stay away. Just Cover it up. If you can't cover it up, don't get it.
Yeah, you want get a fake one. Get a fake one that you can remove. You know what I'm saying? Do that. Go out to the club with it on there, think you're looking sexy, then take it off and go to work.
I would just say, man,
you,
for people that's interested in going to into law enforcement, go to your local law enforcement and ask them for a tour. Ask them, can you do a ride along? Ask them that you can speak to the local chief. Just see exactly what happens in your community and be consistent about it. Don't just do it one time. Actually do it multiple times and get an actual idea. It will, from the media perspective and what you see when you in the shotgun seat of a police car, and it will change your life on what you assume would happen versus what's going on, because it is a stigma against the police that they constantly have to fight. So go to your local police department, ask to do a ride along, and most of them will accommodate that. And if they don't do ride alongs, ask them for a tour that you can sit in and get to meet your local police, because if you don't get to know who is patrolling your areas, you already at a disadvantage.
Hey, Rasheed, before you go, let me ask Dre this. And Rasheed, you can answer this too. Do y'all guys do that for your new hires?
Yes, they do. Yeah, they do a lot of.
We do that too.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we do that too for our new hires. Go ahead, Rasheed.
Yeah, no, yeah, we do, and I tell people, if you want to get in this job, do it. But they in every city and every state they have. If you want to be running and gunning, we got area to put you. We got area to put you there. If you want to run and gun, but understand, with running and gunning comes a lot of paperwork, like y'all talked about earlier. You want to get in pursuits, and you got to do use of forces. You're gonna have to do action reports. You got to do whatever. It's a lot of reporting, a lot of paperwork. So if you want that life, it's part of the most departments you can get in it if that's what you want. But I guarantee you do it for a few years, you're gonna want to slow pace and go somewhere and sit down for a minute. But yeah, but it's still a beautiful, it's a wonderful career. Contrary to the media, it's a wonderful career. If you can make it, like Brother Dre say, 20, 30 years, get your retirement, get your benefits, do it. And it does open a lot of doors on the outside as far as, insurance companies. You can make, high six figures working as an investigator for insurance companies and different things like that. So this job does open doors for you to make some serious money.
Correct.
What about you, Birch?
Same thing. All you gentlemen said. This is a very rewarding career. If you want to do this, man, just go to your local agency, do a ride along. Go to different agencies, do a ride along, and figure out what to do on a daily basis. It's more besides just chasing cars or giving tickets. We do a little more than that. So it's a rewarding career. You got to do it because you want to do it. You won't get rich in it. However, once you join law enforcement, it's going to open a lot of opportunities, mouth opportunities. Mm-hmm. But always do what's right because it's the right thing to do. Either camera on or off, do the right thing, and you'll make it very far. Build a great reputation.
And from my mentor, Captain Keith Grice, he told me when I first went in law enforcement, this is for everyone that's planning on going to law enforcement. When you wear that badge, you're affecting somebody's life. You got the power to affect somebody's life. So therefore, you choose wisely, you do right. You're dealing with somebody, mother, father, brother, sister, cousin, aunts. So treat them the way you want your family member to be treated, and you have the power to take the person to jail. He told, remember, everybody don't deserve to go to jail. But if you do what you got to do, make sure you're safe and fair. I want you guys to remember that if you decide to go on this business in law enforcement. I want to thank you guys for coming on tonight. This is the Black Shield After Hours. You guys make sure you like and subscribe, tell a friend to check us out. And we see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Thanks.
Peace.
Appreciate it, gentlemen.